You had to really listen and look at the lyrics and watch the lyric video and all that to figure out what's going on.
He be singing in cursive.
He be singing in cursive, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Camarray.
And I'm Zaiah. And this is the Music Report Card, where albums are reviewed based on the vocals, lyrics,
the production, and the sonic flow.
All right, today we are going to be reviewing,
for the last time of the year,
Khalid's new album,
Scenic Drive, the tape. Okay?
All right.
It's a great little EP almost album, but it's a full album. It's got a full 9 songs.
But first, if you haven't, please go back and listen to video 1 of 2, which is the actual reaction to this album.
That's right.
A great watch as well.
We was in there jamming and getting it and popped the dock in there. Take a time to be present. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we also would like to invite you to subscribe. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you drop down in the comments. Let us know what your favorite songs are, what your dislikes are, what your honorable mentions are. All of that. We definitely want to hear from you.
Yes.
Make sure you share this video as well. We are very close to our 2,000 subscribers.
Yes, ma'am.
And then make sure you also click the notification bell so you're notified when we post new videos.
How about that?
Khalid is an American singer born and raised in Fort Stewart, Georgia. He broke onto the scene in 2016 with his hit single, Location, which rose to number 16 on the Billboard Hot 100. The song has since been certified 7 times platinum by the RIAA. His debut album, American Teen, was released in 2017. The album garnered critical acclaim and an MTV Video Music Award for Best New Artist.
Later that year, he was featured on Logic's U.S. Top 10 single 1-800-273-8255 with Alessia Cara, which earned him a nomination for Song of the Year at the Grammys. The following year, Khalid released the #1 pop songs Love Lies with Normani and Eastside with Benny Blanco and Halsey, both of which tied the record for longest charting songs on the mainstream Top 40 chart and reached the top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100. Now, Khalid is back with his 4th album, Scenic Drive, the tape, and we are here to review it.
Yes, we are here to review it. And before we get into the review, we have to also start with a salutation.
Yes. We have to
for
salute.
The Book of Revelation.
Not only are we gonna salute Khalid and his album, we're gonna salute myself and Zay for that wordy ass moment that I just put together. We're also gonna salute you all for sticking with us the entire year. This is our last show of the year, unless somebody important, you know what I'm saying, drop a little album, Beyonce or somebody. So, y'all, if you're out there drinking, this goes out to everybody. Shit, how about that?
To Khalid.
I still got I cheated a little bit.
Get that water.
Yes. All right, now let's get this party started with our review for his album. Zay, let's talk about your first favorite song.
All right, so my first favorite, as you know from watching the video 1 of 2, was Backseat. I love the vibe of the song, y'all, and the melodies. Oh my goodness, they just take you on a journey.
They do.
He changed up his tone a lot in this song, which I really loved. I think it was great to listen to, and just showed a lot of versatility to having one song. But it worked just so well. It was admirable for me.
Yes, I absolutely agree. Backseat, I actually knew it was gonna be one of Zay's faves, but it's also one of mine. And when I first heard it, I was like, okay, this is vibey.com. But what I love the most about it is the illustration. And we talk a lot about illustration when it comes to like our country artists. But to hear Khalid, who is more of a pop R&B guy, illustrate so well, I thought, and shouts out to him for writing, I believe, every song on this album. So his name was listed solely as, if I remember correctly, the sole writer on all of these songs, which leads back to my point, his illustration was so amazing, so vivid. I literally could envision him in the backseat rolling up this blunt and having this kind of discombobulated conversation talking about say yes or no, only if you wanna, it's time for me to roll up, because y'all know if you do partake in the cities and states that it is legal, you get a little discombobulated in the streets, okay? But I can definitely feel where he's coming from. He paints the picture so vividly, and I love the song. And vocally, like Zay said, he takes you on a musical journey that is amazing. So backseat work. So that's my favorite number one song too. How about it?
Make sure y'all drop down in the comments and let us know what y'all thought about Backseat.
Y'all
moving on to my next favorite, which is Retrograde. Retrograde. Featuring Black and Lucky Day.
Yeah.
This song is such a bop as well, y'all. The concept is dope. I've been at a place where I felt like kind of uncomfortable. This whole retrograde, and you know, retrograde is kind of the move backwards movement essentially. Yes. But I've just kind of been in a position before where I felt comfortable in the pain, and Black actually says it on his rap. But I think that sometimes you want to sit in. Like the whole song is just pretty much saying like, I'm going to take some time. I'll sit in this retrograde. I'll sit in this moment. But sometimes we're holding on to the past and using drugs or alcohol to kind of get through a lot of our stuff. And I think that sometimes that affects us to where we don't actually really heal. So we'll always be going backwards and doing the things that we are familiar with because we don't allow ourselves to heal in soberness.
Yes. Speaking of soberness.
What?
So thank God for editing, y'all, because I was sitting here earlier like, damn, where's the rest of my notes? But I didn't realize that somebody put my notes that were really long at the bottom of the list. And so I'm just now sobering up to figure out if that's what it is given, and my notes is at the bottom. So shouts out to editing, and we're able to put this thing together for y'all. Okay. All right, let's move into my second favorite song of the night, which is Voicemail featuring Kiana Lede. Now, this song right here is relatable.cam, okay? It deals with the beginning stages of a relationship where you're not really in love, but you're just in strong like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You see a little boy or girl, you know what I'm saying? And you like, hey, baby, what's your name? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? Can we get to know each other a little better? You know what I'm saying? And so you're in that stage. And so the song is basically saying, don't keep me waiting. Don't lead me on. Like, if we're going to do this, let's do this like Brutus. You know what I'm saying? And basically, Kiana is the female in the song, which balances and is talking to Khalid's character, if you will, in the song. But again, very beautiful illustration on the song. The vibe of the song is super, super dope. I feel like it gives that, you mentioned 90s kind of R&B kind of vibe, kind of moment. And that bass line, listen, that bass line on that song is hitting, okay? Boom, boom, boom. Hit that thing, go ride, and it's going to be some boom, boom, boom. Yeah. All right, but yes. Voicemail is my second favorite song on the album. I need y'all to get into it. Yeah. Zay, what's your last favorite?
All right, my final favorite is All I Feel Is Rain featuring Jid or J-I-D. The swag and the switch up on this song is so dope. This whole album, I really feel is dope. Like, sorry, I keep using that word because because that's all I can really use to represent what's happening here. This song as well also reminds me of this late 90s, early 2000s, like almost like a group. It sounds like it should be a song that a group would be singing, and I'm like, okay, who is this?
A little 112.
A little 112 was what I was thinking. But Jid definitely had the feel to go along with the song. Definitely a dope song. Please check it out. Drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think.
Listen, that song worked for me as well. All I Feel Is Rain. When I first heard it,
It's your third favorite?
It's technically my first. Okay. But with that, I just want to open this.
I knew this would be his favorite.
Of course, we kind of know each other. You know what I'm saying? Know what's going to be on the list. But what I want to say here is Khalid has a very, very interesting way of phrasing and delivering his note choices. It's very just him. Like, you can't like. You can distinguish, I should say. You can distinguish him from a lot of other male singers. We won't put R&B on it. And sometimes it works to his betterment. In this case, on All I Feel Is Rain. Sometimes it works to it's a little distracting because it's like, okay, well, what did he say? I couldn't hear. He kind of mumbled or closed his vowels or closed his whatever the end of the phrase off, so it was like, okay, what's going on? You have to really listen and look at the lyrics and watch the lyric video and all that to figure out what's going on.
He be singing in cursive.
He be singing in cursive, ladies and gentlemen. But we love it here on All.
I was thinking about, they said that about SZA, and it made me think that about him when I listened to the album.
They cousins.
It's like he's singing in cursive.
They cousins. Okay. But with that being said, I feel that the vocal choices and phrasing actually add a beautiful color to this song. But musically, this song is so super special to me. I love the little guitar loop that's mixed in, and this bass line comes in super heavy. The song itself is talking about a lover that said that they would be down, they was gonna ride.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stay down and ride for you, baby. Y'all know that? Who was that?
But what happened and why'd you do that?
You switched up. You feel me? You switched up. You no good line, son of a gun. Okay? You switched up, but
I give you love, even though you cheat and lie.
who was it?
Can't give you up. Every day I tried and tried.
Sounds like some Blue Can Trail or
I'll
somebody.
wait around, even though you really call.
Who is that?
I cry and cry, but otherwise the teardrops fall. And through it all, I can't turn you loose. I can't turn you loose.
Is that what's that lady that Beyonce played in that movie? Is that Etta James?
I'll reach for you.
Alright. I don't know.
No, it's from. It just made me think of the concept of that song. Made me think of this song. The concept of All I Feel Is Rain made me think of this song, but it's from Mariah Carey, Glitter.
Oh.
Mama singing in the beginning.
Okay.
And then she came up.
I was gonna say, okay, yeah. Somehow I wish that it would rain. Okay, but yes, back to the notes. I feel like, but I'm sorry. The part that makes the song special is, although you switched up and you did what you did, I'm still sticking beside you. But okay, I gotta medicate. Okay, and medicate can be whatever you want it to mean in this in these streets. You know, you gotta take a little puff of weed. You know what I'm saying? You gotta drink a little. You know,
Drink a little bit, smoke a little bit.
Stay getting up. But whatever you have to do to medicate, and I feel like so many people can relate to that because they stick around in these relationships and they gotta medicate to just get by. It reminds me of the Mary J. Blige and Casey Haley story from way back in 1992 that gave her my life. Okay.
All right, so moving on to honorable mentions. One of my honorable mentions was Present. I love the chanting in the background of this track. If y'all didn't check out the reaction video, please go check that out because you can hear this little chant. Not everybody has the ear to really, hear it and feel it and know that it's there. But I think it's so dope, and I love the melody on when he's saying, "Is it okay if I take a night to be present?" Yeah. And I love the vibe of the song, his swag, how he's flowing with it all. But also I think it's conceptually, I think it's dope. Like there's so much technology at our fingertips nowadays that I walk through the airport, I go to dinner, whatever, and you see these couples just sitting at the table like in their phone, not even taking a moment to be present. So to have a song where you're saying, "Is it okay if I take a night to really just focus on you?" That's a dope concept.
Focus on me.
Yeah.
Baby, can you focus?
So yeah, Present was one of my honorable mentions. Did you have any honorable mentions?
On me, I do not. But I will say
that
I liked the entire album. I felt that it was very, very strong. I'm gonna leave the rest for Sonic Flow though.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Another one of my honorable mentions was Voicemail featuring Kiana. Is it Lede?
Lede, yes.
Okay. I love her voice. It's so refreshing.
Yes.
Fits so well.
Yes.
And my final honorable mention is Scenic Drive featuring Smino and Ari Lennox. Listen, the harmonies, the sounds coming together, especially at the end of the song. All these different sounds and people's notes and ad-libs and things are all just happening at once. And it's like this whole praise and worship moment is so freaking dope. So, definitely another one of my favorites. But let's move on to the grading.
The grades. Let's talk about it. Let's start with his vocals. Zay, what you got to say?
All right, so for vocals, I think that I definitely like his tone. I think he has a great voice. I think that the versatility is definitely there, but it just doesn't have like everything I need to score it super duper duper high. However, a 4 is still a great number for a vocalist, in my opinion, and that's what I'm coming through with.
All right, well, I'm right there with you. I thought that he definitely gave us what we needed as far as a vibe. However, I would have liked a little bit more variety in the style of vocal, if you will. Give me, like, if you're gonna play in this vibey kind of moment, give me some deep, lower kind of tones. Give me some high, play up there, play in your mid-range, play everywhere. And he just kind of coasted, minus the song that you mentioned in the reaction video, which I don't remember at this time, but I just needed a little bit more versatility, so I gave him a 3.75.
Okay, and then moving on to lyrics. Lyrics were average lyrics, in my opinion. I think that it's still creative how you can just make lyrics happen with certain melodies, and that all is fascinating and all, but a lot of people can do that and still have super duper strong lyrics and illustrate like in a strong way. I give a 3.5 for lyrics.
All right, well, I'm following you with a 3.75. I felt that the lyrics were very, very good. I didn't think that there was anything outstanding, nothing out of the ballpark. What I did like was the illustration and the relatability, though, and that goes a long way when we talk about lyrics. So for me, 3.75 is what he.
And I think we may have failed to mention that it's 1 to 5, 1 being not
low,
that great, or 0, 5 being, that it was hot. It was hot.com. So moving on to production, I think that the production was nice. I love the I didn't want to really put the fact that the vocals and the production, the track, were sitting together and went together well. The vocals, the melody wise, were going together. I think that's more of a production thing than it is lyrical thing, or even a vocal thing. I think the production was strong, and I give a 4.5. Loved how those vocals sat. Loved how the harmonies when Ari Lennox was singing, her voice was in the background. Everything was pretty well balanced. So 4.5 for production.
Definitely great to go. I think the key word there, well, not there, but the mixing is really, really good. And I also want to mention his background vocals, like on a lot of the songs, were very, very dope, very, very tucked away. But you still, like we always say,
it was a lot happening.
It was a lot happening. Which I shouted out Brandy in one of the last video. But the influence is definitely there. So I feel you, my brother. But I'm gonna tie with Zay and give him a 4.5 and say that the production was solid.
All right, moving on to the sonic flow. I think this album was vibey. I think that though I don't feel like there was a crazy amount of vocal range and all these other things happening, I do love that he switched up his tone. He gave some more of a swag, vibey stuff that we could maybe hear his voice a little bit more clear and hear what he's saying. And then he drug and gave more of a little grit on other songs. But all together, I feel like it flowed very well, and some of the endings of the songs flowed into the intro of the next song.
Absolutely.
And ultimately, I thought it was a vibe across, and the sonic flow was perfect for me. I gave it a 5.
All right. Well, I actually started out with the 5. I thought the sonic flow was amazing. I thought that the way that the songs flow together was nice. I love the short hit it and quit it kind of moment. I want to just point this out, that Khalid has made it to the point to get favors, if you will, from people like Alicia Keys, who he collaborated with on her album, a song called So Done, and she came right back and did the intro for his album. With that being said, I had to take away 0.50 because there were no super standout tracks. So when we talk about sonic flow and the album flowing together, we have people like Silk Sonic, who have that same 9 songs, and they hit you with every single song. Now, these songs are all good and they're all solid, but there was nothing that was amazing. There was nothing.
Like that's a hit.
There were no hit records. And so although it it feels good, and I could lay back and I could wash the dishes. I could smoke a little something, drink a little something. To this album, I don't feel it like that.
Yeah.
And with that being said, I feel like it could. I'm just gonna put this out there for the artists out there. It comes across a little lazy.
Okay.
And with that, I just had to subtract 0.50 because it just where is the person that says, hey, this is all nice, but where's the hit? Where's the standout song?
Yeah.
And so for me, I had to take away that 0.50. But solid nonetheless, really good, but just I need a little more. I'm a little bit more harsh.
All right. So once we add all those scores up, flip it, flop it, twerk it, stop it, we end up with an average of 4.19, which gives us a percentage of
84 percentile, okay?
All right, which gives us a grade of...
Can we get a drum roll, please? Yes, make it hot. Khalid, my brother, for your new album, Scenic Drive, The Tape, the music report card presents you with your grade of a B.
I think that's a great grade.
I think it's a great grade, too. I think it definitely personifies, solidifies, something like that. A 5.
Just mix them together. Make your own word up. It's 2022, about to be.
Personifies. It personifies you
Write a song
and
about
your
it.
music. Like write a song about it. Like to hear. Here you go. Living Color fans, y'all know where that's from.
I
Okay.
personified you, baby.
Yeah, that sounded
I
good.
personified you. Wait, what's the word?
Personified. I don't know.
Personified you, baby. Yeah.
People will try to manipulate you. They will try to satellize your name. But Khalid, we want to thank you for this amazing
Absolutely.
album. Make sure you guys drop down in the comments and let us know some of your faves. Again, some of your least faves. What you feel about the album in totality. Make sure you also hit this video with a like, and also make sure you subscribe to this channel because it's hot.com. Okay. Make sure you also share this video with your family and your friends. And last but not least, turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos because we will be back.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. With that being said, I am your boy Camarray.
And I'm Zaiah.
We'll talk to y'all next year.
Until next time. Peace out.